Hey to all craft beer lovers! Time for that beer review. So, we are once again returning to the good old US of A, to Portland, Maine, to Allagash Brewing Company. Yes, sorry Bob, guys, we're taking a look at their Curieux Belgian style golden ale aged in bourbon barrels, coming in at a lovely 10.2% ABV in this fine looking, I think it's a 355 ml bottle. 12 fluid ounces anyways, brewed and bottled by Allagash Brewing Company. Uh, aging our award-winning golden ale in bourbon barrels, layers it with subtle notes of vanilla, caramel, and oak. And that's what they say. Kind of a nice traditional look to that label. There's the cap. Right. So let's see what this one brings to the table then. Let's pop the cap. Oh yeah, looking good. A little bit of smoke. Okay, that looks good. So a bourbon barreled Belgian style golden ale. Yeah, I'll say. Yeah. And there we are, guys. There we are. Righty, righty, righty. What do we have? Fingers worth barely of a nice off-white head. Couple of big bubbles on top. Lovely honey golden color. A little bit haziness to it. Yeah, man. Really looking good. Really looking good, I would say. Aroma. Oh, yeah. It's kind of a funky note to it, I would say, right off the bat. Funky fruitiness. Do I get any bourbon? Not really on the nose anyways. But I mean, as we say, it's all in the taste. I do get a lot of Belgian funky notes. Fruitiness. Funky fruitiness, that's what I'm getting on the nose, basically. Funky fermented fruit. That's what I'm getting. Fermented fruit. Barnyardy, farmhousey. So with that said, guys, I guess we will just have to dive in and see what we are going to get. Cheers, everybody. Okay. Okay. Again, let's go for a second sip right away before we start to dissect it a little bit further. Okay. All right. So, let me tell you the truth. I'm not really impressed by this one, unfortunately. And this one was a pretty pricey beer. Don't remember exactly what I paid for it, but I mean, I remember it was quite pricey. I mean, the name Allagash, we all know it. I mean, we're all into the craft beer industry. We all know it. That name carries a lot of weight. But for me, this time around, I'm not impressed. It's quite a bitter concoction. Quite carbonated, as you could hear. It's got a kind of a bitter astringency to it, almost like metallic, which doesn't appeal to me at all. Bourbon barrel aged golden ale, they say. Well, it beats me because I don't really get any bourbon in there. Let's go again. Funkiness funky bitterness, I would say. That's basically all she wrote. It's very funky, very bitter, metallic. And I don't really get any bourbon notes, to be fair. If this one has been aged in bourbon barrels, there should be some bourbon notes in there. A little bit of vanilla, a little bit of caramel, a little bit of sweetness, but I don't really get that. All I get is kind of that weird farmhousey, barnyardy astringency. Almost like that metallic astringency to it. So for me, guys, I'm not impressed at all. For me, I judge it by what I taste. I don't judge it by its name. I judge it by what I taste. Is it quality or is it not? That's basically the question for me. Allagash Brewing Company in the Curieux Belgian style golden ale Asian bourbon barrels. For me, this one falls flat. Doesn't really do it for me. Disappoints me. I had some big hopes for this one. It was very, very pricey. Did it deliver? Not at all. Not at all. I mean, yeah, it's drinkable, but it's got that metallic astringency to it. A little bit of a funkiness, but yeah, that's all she wrote. Do I get any bourbon barrel aging there? No, I really don't. It's quite dry, could be for the barrel aging, but that funkiness and that metallic astringency kind of definitely destroys this beer for me. Don't like it, not impressed. 2 out of 5. Thank you for watching.